Imagine waking up tomorrow and deciding never to eat sugar again because you've heard one sentence your entire life: sugar feeds cancer. It sounds logical. After all, doctors know many tumors consume large amounts of glucose. They even use glucose to help find cancer on PET scans. So why can't we simply stop eating sugar and starve cancer? You've probably heard this warning hundreds of times. Sugar feeds cancer. It sounds frightening, scientifically convincing, and for many people, it's enough to completely change the way they eat. Many people immediately stop eating desserts, fruit, rice, or bread, believing that removing sugar from their diet will also cut off the fuel supply, feeding a growing tumor. The idea actually seems logical because cancer cells consume much more glucose than many healthy cells, making them appear extremely active inside the human body. In fact, doctors use this very behavior during PET scans, where special glucose tracers help many tumors glow brightly, making them much easier to detect inside the body. So, if cancer depends so heavily on glucose, wouldn't eliminating sugar completely be the simplest way to starve a tumor and stop it from growing? Here's the surprising truth. Even if you stopped eating every gram of sugar today, cancer wouldn't suddenly run out of fuel. Your body has a backup plan. Your brain, red blood cells, kidneys, and several other organs depend on glucose every minute of every day to stay alive. When carbohydrates become scarce, your liver quietly starts making new glucose from protein, lactate, and glycerol. This process is called gluconeogenesis. In other words, your body manufactures its own sugar whenever it's needed. That's why eliminating sugar alone cannot completely starve cancer cells. Your body works around the clock to keep blood sugar within a safe range because your survival depends on it, not because cancer demands it. So the real question changes completely. If sugar can't simply starve cancer, can diet still influence how cancer grows or responds to treatment? Cancer cells often consume more glucose than healthy cells. Doctors even use this fact in PET scans to help locate many types of tumors. But there's an important distinction. Seeing cancer use more glucose doesn't prove that eating sugar directly causes cancer to grow faster. Large human studies have not shown that eliminating sugar alone can stop or shrink cancer. The biology is far more complex than that. However, maintaining a healthy body weight, staying physically active, and eating a balanced diet are linked with a lower risk of developing several cancers. Researchers are also studying ketogenic diets alongside standard cancer treatments. Some early findings are promising, but the evidence is still limited and not conclusive. So, can food really starve cancer? Based on today's scientific evidence, the answer is not by simply cutting out sugar. Cancer is incredibly adaptable. Tumors can use glucose, fats, amino acids, and other nutrients depending on their type and surrounding. That's why modern cancer treatment focuses on surgery, chemotherapy, radiation, immunotherapy, targeted drugs, and increasingly personalized nutrition. A healthy diet remains incredibly important. It supports your immune system, helps maintain strength during treatment, and improves overall health, but it isn't a standalone cure for cancer. Whenever you see claims that one food cures cancer or one ingredient feeds every tumor, ask one question: where's the scientific evidence? It's rarely simple, but understanding it could change the way you see health forever. Coming up with some myth busters ahead in the video. Myth number 1. Cancer only eats sugar. Reality: cancer cells can also use fats, amino acids, and many other nutrients depending on the tumor type. Myth number 2. If you stop eating sugar, you'll starve cancer. Reality: your liver can make glucose even when you don't eat carbohydrates. Myth number 3. Brown sugar is healthier for cancer than white sugar. Reality: both are broken down into simple sugars and provide similar calories. Myth number 4. Honey doesn't feed cancer. Reality: honey contains natural sugars that your body also converts into glucose. Science doesn't ask us to believe. It asks us to question, explore, and understand. Subscribe to Medwell Insights and let's uncover the truth together.